5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey there guys, and welcome back to Baker Brews and to the best of the Telus world of science. Let's go. What do you see?
What's up there?
Take your sissy out and tell mommy.
What is that? Is that a ball? Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to Baker Brews. For those of you that are new here, my name is Donna and I'm a stay-at-home mom to 2 boys. Here on this channel, we chat about homesteading in the city and I love to share about our family adventures. Today's adventure is over at the Telus World of Science, which is one of our favorite activities to do in Edmonton. It is one of those gems that I would highly recommend. You know, if you're in Edmonton and you're a visitor, this is one of those things I would do. Right up there with like West Edmonton Mall, I would hit the Telus World of Science.
You don't blink, otherwise you might miss it. You ready? Watch closely.
Yeah. In this video, we're going to walk through all of the exhibits, and I have a couple clips from the feature exhibits, which sometimes they cost a little bit extra on top of your regular admission. In this video, the only thing I don't have any clips of really is the IMAX theater, which is an additional cost, but it is so fun. It is a really cool experience. We've gone to a couple IMAX shows and the kids have really enjoyed that as their first like 3D movie experience. So it is worthwhile if you are spending the whole day there to also plan to check out the IMAX theater. The exhibits that we're going to quickly stop at here on our tour is the Science Garage, Curioscity, the Space Gallery, the Arctic Journey, the Nature Zone, the Health Zone, and of course we can't forget about the Fun Elevator. We have loved going and checking out the feature exhibits. We actually have an annual family membership for the Telus World of Science, which has been super worth the money. So the Science Center general admission prices are $25.95 per adult. For children 3 to 17 years old, it's $20.95. Seniors are $22.95. And for a family for the day, which is 2 adults and 2 children, it's $79.95. But if you are coming here, honestly, if you come twice a year, getting the annual membership is definitely worth it. We currently have the family annual membership, which is for 2 adults and 4 children, and it's $213.95 for the year. And it includes all of your basic science admission, science center admission. The only thing that it doesn't include is the feature exhibit and the IMAX. So it is worth the money. We try to come to the Science Center once a month. So we hit it at least, 9 to 12 times a year. And that $200 price makes it so worthwhile. On top of feature exhibits, I did want to say that there are some adult-only nights, which are called Dark Matters, and I've been to a couple in the past, and they are really good. Like, they're a really great date night experience. They have a plethora of, science facts, but they'll usually be serving alcohol as well. So it's just a really neat way to take in the Science Center if you want to go as an adult, and only go with adults. I know it might be a little strange that I'm including the elevator in this video, but it is fun. It's full of science jokes, which I absolutely love. They're so punny. They're just really great. So definitely, as much as I love doing the stairs, the elevator is a lot of fun and I would highly recommend it. This elevator takes you from the main floor to the second floor, but if you want to go to the Zeidler Dome, which is on the top floor, you have to go to the other far elevator, which will take you up to the dome and then back to the second floor. The astronaut one? Read it again.
Why couldn't the astronaut book a room on the moon. It was full.
What do you call two dinosaurs that have an accident?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Rex.
What kind of dog does a scent?
Scientist have. You see him? Say hi. Give a wave. Curioscity has been an absolute blast for my kids, and we still love going to Curioscity. The kids will spend hours in that airplane, hours and hours in that airplane. It's got some really good dynamic and different activities for different aged kids here. You have the airplane, you have the balls that that go up into the tubes and move all around the space. Then they have this really cool like tunnel system where you get to see some animals and some nature stuff. They have the animals that you can make sounds and you can hear like the animal calls. They have a really great 3 and under like climbing squishy zone. It's got a little slide in it and some pillows, just a nice little hangout spot on top of the water station where you have the balls and the water and the smocks. And I would definitely recommend bringing a change of clothes. If your little ones are going to get in that water station, just bring a change of clothes. It's really the best. It's a good boy. Send it up. Send it up. Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? Keep going. Yay! Good job. You did it. Oh yeah? You're good at that now. Oh my gosh. I want it. Oh, I want it.
What is it?
It's a book called Good Night Lab. Good night thermometer. Good night spectrometer. Good night pen. Good night rubbish. Good night to the grumpy old professor shouting publish. Good night liquid nitrogen. Good night compressed air. Good night scientists everywhere.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Some features that are really nice about Curioscity. Number one, they have bathrooms there. You know, when you're upstairs with your little ones, it's really nice to know that there is a bathroom right there in Curioscity. If you got to go with your little ones, you don't have time to run all the way back downstairs to find a bathroom. So there is one up here. There also is a super lovely little nursing nook corner, which is super nice and appreciated. They have a phone charging station. Then there is also the smocks for the water ball station. So if you're in there, you can use the smocks and then put them back on the rack to dry. But they also do a really great job of having some programs, some activities throughout the day. We've come and they've had scavenger hunts, little reading sessions, or little crafts or coloring. So I really like that they have that element there if you want something a little more hands-on. But ultimately, guys, you could spend the whole day in Curioscity with your little one, I'm sure. It's cold outside, so don't skimp on wearing a coat to the science center. Just get a locker. It's only $1. When you arrive, there is always a schedule of events posted. So they'll have the times for the science stage shows. They'll have the times for the activities that are in the lab, in the health zone. They'll have the show times for the Zeidler Dome shows. So stop, check out the TV so that you can be sure to hit everything that you want to check out today. Push it. Push it. Lincoln, push the button. I see you.
Yeah, you can see yourself.
I see yourself. Yay, all the defenders. Put all the defenders out. Yay. Good job. Ready? Do it again. We got cytotoxic T cell, macrophage, B cell, and yay, the natural killer cell. Put them out. Yay! Again. The health zone is really cool. It used to be the body world, and like I remember it when I was a kid going to the body world, and it was just full of like gross but really interesting facts about the human body. Did you do that? Oh! What's the lips one? They have since redone this to the health zone, and it's more classier, more modern, talks about COVID. So there's that element, but I like that there's a lot of hands-on activities, lots of interaction with the human body, which is really cool. But I will say that the lab is probably my favorite. I love being in the lab, just seeing the kids dressed in their little lab coats and goggles and doing science experiments is adorable. Are you looking at your veins?
Yeah, just looking at his face. Oh, you're excited now.
Yeah, it works. It's your heart. It's listening to your heart.
Oh, he's around the corner.
This one, you're here again. I remember we were here a lot. Push the pluses. Whoa. Whoa. Look at all the muscles on that guy. Do a jumping jack, it says. Do a jumping jack. Yeah. Put it in.
That one is your swallow.
That's all you need is a heart.
How about this one? Hi, nice to meet you.
And they're waiting for their blood transfusion. Help the doctors figure out their blood type and then choose a blood donor. So you have your spot tray. That's this. You got your lab coat and your safety glasses. Blood samples and anti-serums are simulated and non-toxic. So you take a spot tray, one of these. So both of you take one of these. Okay. Pick one of the patient blood samples. So you see how these have the names. Patient 3, patient 2, and patient 1. Which one do you want?
Patient 1.
Patient 1. Okay, I get patient 2.
That's 6.
Yeah. 2 drops into each of the 3 wells. Okay, so 2 drops. Gentle squeezes, right? 1, 2. Good. Good job. That's good. And the other one? Did you get it? No, only 2 drops, honey. Good. Everyone has 2 drops? 2. Okay. Good job. Squeeze 3 drops of anti-serum A into A. So you see how this is labeled A? Can you see the letters? A, B, and RH. So you put 3 drops of A into A. Okay? Look, what color is this? Green. Okay, honey. So you're going to put 3 drops in this one. Only this one. You count.
A into
3 drops.
A. I got it.
You got it into A?
Yeah.
Hold it up a little higher. You ready? Okay. Need B. Ooh.
I don't have enough blood.
So
in
now
there.
you need 3 drops in this one.
In this one?
Yeah, in that one. 3. 1, 2, 3. Good job! Okay, here's the lid.
It's kind of connecting.
It is, that's how it is supposed to be. Okay, then it says to do what? Then it says what's happening. The anti-serum contains specific proteins called antibodies. These antibodies stick to markers, proteins, or antigens on the red blood cells if they are present. Use a toothpick to mix. Okay, here's a toothpick. Toothpicks. Dispose of toothpicks in this beaker. Okay. So here's your toothpick for stirring. Here's your toothpick for stirring. So it says, use a toothpick to mix the blood and the antiserum. So you want to stir it together in the little circle. Then dispose of it. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Okay, let's set the timer for 2 minutes.
I'm still stirring mine.
Whoopsies. Clear.
These are the same colors. And
Oh,
this one's
now
not.
it's set for 3 minutes. Oh well. Yes, and it shows different colors because it's going to tell us some important information. To start here, is A clumpy? So
Yeah.
you said yes. So look at, you can choose. You can go to no or you can go to
Yes.
yes. And we say yes, so we go this way. Do, 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 do. Is B clumpy? And we said no or yes?
Yes.
Yes. Then we go down. Do, 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 do. Is RH clumpy?
Yes.
Yes. So then what's it say? Type
A, B,
AB. What symbol is that?
plus.
Plus. So that's your blood type, AB positive. So patient number 1 should have AB positive blood for his blood transfusion. Clumpiness in
B.
in B. Okay, so is A clumpy? Yes or no? No. Is B clumpy? Yes or no? B. Look.
Yes.
B was clumpy. Yes. Is RH clumpy? Yes or
No.
no? No. Patient number 2 should have type B negative. Let's see if we're right. Oh, look at that. We did it right. It says, now for the blood transfusion. Your patient is ready for a donation. It must be the same blood type. We did that. We did that. Okay, so we have donors. Oh, dear. Now the confusion. Use the chart to help. No? You can't stand. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. You got it? Hold it tight. You did it. It's all clean. Step 1
So
done.
many blood.
What'd you find? A drawer full of bugs.
Like it's moving,
The snake is totally moving.
but I can't spot the tarantula.
I don't think they'd have the tarantula in with the snake, would they?
Well, this is where the tarantula is.
Oh.
I don't think he's home. I don't see him. Do you see the tarantula?
Wow, the snake is really moving. In the nature gallery, you will find all the bugs with pins in them. You will find stuff about dinosaurs. There will be fossils and shells and giant pine cones and crafts with nature and dioramas. So there's just a lot of really cool stuff in the nature zone. They also have a snake and a tarantula, and the staff there are really lovely. you can go in and do the nature exchange, which is where you bring items, from your backyard and you trade them in for points. And then you can gather points in the nature exchange and exchange them for other cool things that are there. So everything is worth points, and you can, like I said, earn points and then trade your nature things there. So it's a really neat idea and a really great way to get hands-on with nature.
Can they move?
Look at all the butterflies.
Mom, can they move?
No, they're dead. They're huge and so pretty. Shells. Look at all these really cool shells.
Look at this one. I found one that you'll probably like.
Ooh, pretty. That's really cool, hey? These are really neat shells, hey?
Look at here.
And abalone there. These are really neat.
Look at these ones. Look.
Oh, look at how shiny it is on the inside.
Look at this.
A lizard.
Really?
Check this out. Darkling beetles.
Let me show you something, Mom.
I'm looking at the darkling beetles first. Do you see a beetle? You can't see it?
What's that?
Oh, I see one.
Look at here. Do you see the little ones? See, he's moving on the carrot.
Larvae are known as mealworms. And then there's the gross larvae. What's in there?
A spider one.
A spider?
This one's here.
It's a spider?
Oh my God, it's right there. Oh. It's right there.
See it. It's hiding. A Chilean rose-haired tarantula.
But this not.
I don't know.
That's a peacock feather. Can you move it to the blue part?
Smell.
Smell.
You like that smell?
Can I open it for Mama? Smell. Smell it.
Mmm. That's pretty. Labrador tea. Ready, tumble it.
Okay, it's ready.
Watch out.
Oh! There it goes.
Shake. Wow, that's the
Surprisingly staying together somehow. Let's build it while it's shaking. Why not?
Good finish.
Should we mix them together? Yeah. All right, let's begin our countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. We're gonna blow for the explosion, folks. It's really hot thread. Okay, let's see what do I have here in this thermos. We've got a magical liquid every day. Anyone has a guess? What is this? Yeah? Water, exactly. And water boils at what temperature? Anyone has a guess? Yeah? Hot? Okay. Anyone knows the temperature? Yeah? You at the back? Yeah? 100 degrees Celsius, excellent. Water boils at water. Now what happens to water when you put it in a freezer? It turns into ice, exactly. That is what we have at the bottom of the dewar, just ice. Inside the dewar we have some liquid nitrogen, which is really cool. Now what happens to a liquid when you heat it? It turns into a gas, exactly. That is what we over here, just a gas. So these are the three states of matter: solid, liquid, and a gas. Right?
Are you okay for a little bit of water? All right. Absolutely. Do it.
Is it doing it? Oh, yeah.
There we go. All right. It's absolutely doing it. Can you keep your hands up? Turn to the camera.
Rain stick is also another good guess, but not quite right.
Boom whackers.
Not a saxophone. Go. A boom whacker? That's another good guess, but not quite.
Two.
Okay, so this instrument, I'm going to play something I like to call the fire tube. Now, before the show, I filled this tube up with something called isopropanol. Who's heard of isopropanol before? Nobody? What about rubbing alcohol? Have you heard of rubbing alcohol? Put this tube over my candle. I want you to watch what happens, and you're going to listen to what happens. Here we go.
Nitrogen? Because some of it's going to still be in there, right? Here's what I want you to do. Take in a great big deep breath for me. And out. And in. And out. And just keep doing that for the rest of your life. That air you're breathing is mostly nitrogen. 4/5 of the air we breathe, about 78% of it is nitrogen. So liquid nitrogen is liquid air. Cream is not a solid. It is something called a solid foam. About 50% of high quality ice cream is actually little teeny tiny air bubbles. Those little tiny air bubbles are what give ice cream their amazing smooth texture. Think about this. Have you ever had some ice cream that melted on you? So you grabbed it and you threw it in the freezer to try and cool it down again? And was it the same? No, it was awful. It was dense, and it just was not the same thing. That's because the air disappeared. The bubbles popped. So this liquid nitrogen being incredibly cold is going to make teeny, tiny little bubbles that are going to be captured by the cream as it freezes, which is going to create some of the smoothest ice cream that you have eaten in your entire life. The flavor molecule, it's called an ester. The molecule that creates the smell and flavor of raspberry is actually blue. There are other things inside those raspberry fruits called anthocyanins that are a very deep red color, which makes it so our raspberries kind of look purple when you mix that red and blue together. But when you have just the flavor isolated, it's blue. Now I'll be honest with you, this stuff has more blue added to it, because it's not this blue. But that is why we decided to roll with blue for raspberries, because that ester that creates that raspberry flavor is actually blue. There's a fun fact for you.
Loud.
My favorite place in the Science Center was the dome. And the space exhibit with video games.
Street on an adventure across collections on your own afterwards. To ask about our needs, galleries, or planetarium, whatever you might be curious about.
As you heard from my little guy, the Zeidler Dome and the Space Gallery are our top favorite galleries. I feel like we always hit the Space Gallery or the Zeidler Dome. It is just an absolute favorite one for my boys. I think it's because they have these like little games in there. So one is like a Mars rover that travels around and you got to work. One guy drives the rover and one guy sees a map and then another guy can collect the sample. So you have like 3 spots and you work as a team, and that's a really cool little interactive game. And then there's also one that's about like building a rocket and trying to load the fuel and the engine and your payload and survive the mission and get to space or get around the planet. So that's really fun. But I also really love, and we've seen it tons of times, is the story of the moon. So they have this really nice little mini gallery, and they have really cool displays that light up as they describe how the moon came to be and our journey to getting to the moon. And then there's obviously the moon rock sample itself in the gallery. So we've gone, and the video is done super well, and it just kind of continuously plays. So once the video finishes, it just starts up again after like 5 minutes or so. And I feel like my kids really enjoy watching this. It's really neat science history element to it, and it's just a really well done video. In the science gallery, you'll also find the astronaut photo station. There's these rockets that you can fire off, like little air rockets. Then there's a ton of more advanced things about like black holes and satellites and stuff like that in there that we just haven't gotten into. So I just wanted to put a plug in that the gallery is super, super well done, and it's definitely worth the while. Linky. You're so little. Aww. Hugging him. Woohoo!
You guys hit each other in the air.
That was impressive.
Is my food done?
The auto's ready.
Looks good. Thank you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video of all of the goodness of the Telus World of Science. Check out my other playlist of all the things that you can do in the city here. We love to check out all kinds of different places in and around Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks again for watching.